Welcome to Digging with Deej and the holiday edition of my treasure hunting live streams, available most Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grab your eggnog or your beverage of choice and sit back and enjoy the show that will begin in approximately 1 minute. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Digging with Deej. I tried to say hi to people as they were coming in the chat because we have a lot to cover, and it's probably going to take 2 live streams to cover it all. So thank you, everybody, for coming. We've got 16 in the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Bear with me. I'm trying to quit smoking, and it's making me sick. So I have a terrible headache, and I know it's because I haven't been smoking. So bear with me. The show must go on, but I'm dealing with a butt kicker of a headache right now. So, for those of you that might be new in my chat, I always start out my live streams with my World Class Treasure Hunters prayer list, and it has changed a little bit. Let's see. Please keep Paul of American Woodland Relics in your thoughts and prayers. All I can tell you is something new has happened, and he needs all our thoughts and prayers right now. Okay. Audra, Jersey History Hunter, has been out on a couple of digs, so she's starting to feel better. Thank you for your prayers for her. Charlie and Sandy of Riser's Treasure Hunting Emporium. There's a bug going around that it's not the vid, it's not the flu, but it is a butt kicker. And, you know, a lot of people are dealing with it right now. So I don't think I saw anybody new come in the house yet. I got my phone following because that will come up before StreamYard will on the messages. Keep Bill and Tammy, Nugget Shooter Journal and Nugget Shooterette, in your thoughts and prayers. About a month ago, they had a fire on their property. They have rentals on their property, and one of the houses burned down. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Brenda, Mama's gone detecting, now Mama's gone creating. Please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She got a pretty devastating diagnosis and is in a wheelchair and can no longer metal detect. I did a video. The thumbnail is black with red writing. It's calling all metal detectorists and bottle diggers. I am doing a china, porcelain, and now glass because Brenda got back to me and she makes wind chimes out of colored pieces of glass. So we can include glass in those donations. She's very creative, very talented crafter, and this is something she can do from a wheelchair. So if anybody has shards that they found while they were detecting and you would like to donate a couple, just put them in an envelope with a note of who it is that's donating them. If I get enough, I will do a video and recognize your channel and shout it out and show your donation. So far, I've received 2 packages. That's all. And I really thought I would receive more. The shard drive will end January 15th. So if you found some pretty colored glass, we can include that too. So Johnson Family Adventures in my house. Pick and Bean, thank you so much for coming. Mark Miller, The Asylum, a prospector. Welcome back, Mark. Let me scroll back and see if I've missed anybody else. Bear with me. I'm not 100% tonight, you guys. Peach State Explorer, thank you so much for coming. I think I'm caught up. Okay, let's see. Susie Q96, who by 2024 should be in Michigan, you guys. So she is number 1 on the list. Please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She recently had cataract surgery. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She's still plugging away on her YouTube channel. Okay. Uncle Al, oldies and goodies. As far as I know, he has managed to stay out of the hospital. Let's keep it that way and keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Marlon and family, Mayor Videos, um, went through some sickness of his family. He wasn't feeling real good, but he did stream I don't know if it was last Sunday or the Sunday before, but I think he streamed both. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. My sons have recovered from the vid quite some time ago. Dan Burrows lost his grandma about a month ago. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Let's see if I have anybody else on this list. Okay, somebody I want to add. I know many of us used to follow AWP. Okay. And I had many of the guys on a live stream several years ago, and how their diving and cleaning up of the waterways had evolved into searching for missing people, missing in their vehicles. Okay. Now, there were a bunch of channels, diving channels, that supported them. Okay. And Josh Cantu is a videographer. Okay. He has a video company called Juke Productions. In my description, please check out my description after the stream. Recently, Josh had somebody filing copyright strikes against him, right and left. And these were on videos that had been on his channel for several years. Okay. And then all of a sudden, of all times, the holiday season, it shouldn't have happened at all, I don't think, but I'm not here to judge. Okay. He has learned, I think he said through social media, that the owner of AWP is taking him to court over copyright. Now, it's not for us to judge, okay? This is something the courts will have to decide. But I, in my heart, you know me, I always go for the underdog. Everyone has a right to be able to protect themselves, stand up for themselves, you know, fight their case and that. And with what's going on with Josh Cantu's channel, he's not receiving very little income now from his channel because of all these copyright strikes. So please go over, let's see, let me see what I have written down, because I should have been reading it. Check out the channel called Down the Rabbit Hole. Okay, I don't know her first name. Everybody just calls her Rabbit. She's a true crime type channel. And she has some good advice and facts about this situation. And there was breaking news today that you guys really need to see. Watch her information. Exploring with Nug put out a video. Josh put out a video on a new channel he had to create just to be able to fight his case. Check out all this information and decide for yourselves. Okay. Let's see. I'm not here to judge, but many members resigned after the breaking news when the owner of AWP was accused of a crime. Okay. Many of the members resigned after the breaking news. Okay. They each had to rebuild their channels and move on with their lives after this happened. Okay. Suddenly, Josh starts getting these copyright strikes, and his channel, Juke Productions, gets shut down. well, gets all these copyright strikes. Okay. So somehow he is being sued for copyright infringement. This content has been on his channel for some time. Now, suddenly, the Christmas season 2023, years later, these same videos all of a sudden are getting copyright strikes. So everyone has the right to defend themselves in this world, okay? Yes, many AWP subscribers follow these other channels, some of whom I've interviewed on my live stream. Down the Rabbit Hole has a responsible way of sharing information in chronological order, suggesting possible scenarios. If you are able, please support Josh so he can at least defend himself with legal counsel. Okay? No one has the right to own subscribers. Okay? You choose by your own free will who you watch and support. So there is a link to Down the Rabbit Hole, and there is a link to Josh Cantu's GoFundMe. And if you are able to help, a couple dollars will help. So there's Bry, Tripwire in My House, Straight Up Metal Detecting, Adventures in Michigan with Lisa. Let's see if I missed anybody else. I know I don't want to be a downer on my Christmas theme, but I just feel something needs to be said. And you need to be aware this could happen to any of us. Okay? Let's see. Treasure Charger in My House. And I think I'm caught up. If I missed you in the chat, please don't be offended. It's not intentional. I'm not 100%. I've decided to quit smoking. And I have the headache from what today and tonight. So, but the show must go on. So, now I need to find my notes because you guys all know I go by notes. Okay. American Christmas in the 1800s. The Christmas we know and love today is nothing like, it doesn't even resemble Christmas in the 1800s. Believe it or not, our holiday celebration is only 100 to 130 years old. Most hardly even recognize the holiday in the 1800s. The 1800s continued with an economic recovery after the Revolutionary War. Many land grants were offered to Revolutionary War veterans, and the expansion west increased prior to 1800. In 1803, we purchased Louisiana from France. By 1820, 2 million Americans lived west of the Appalachian Mountains, okay, out of a total of 10 million people in the United States. Okay, that's by 1820. That's over 100 years, well over 100 years. Okay. As time went on, more and more people immigrated to America and populations grew at a fast pace. Let me get my coffee. Rural Americans began manufacturing. Merchants began building local market economics. And state governments invited economic development. They invited big companies to come in. Okay? Industrialists rebuilt sleepy little towns into successful factory towns. Big factories harnessed the power of fast-moving rivers for water power to turn the enormous water wheels. The coal mining industry is one of these industries. And now, as time has gone on, those industries are failing. Okay? As early as 1832, Christmas trees popped up in New England. A German custom quickly began popular with trees displayed in parlors and storefronts. People were ready for some happier times. By 1850, you could visit any town square to purchase your fresh cut Christmas tree to strap on your buggy, wagon, or sleigh to take home to decorate. By 1877, it was noted in a Philadelphia newspaper that Christmas trees were to be found in Hebrew homes as well as the general population. By early 1900, it was estimated that 1 in every 5 American households had a Christmas tree. That's by early 1900. Hi, Martin's Treasure Hunting. Let's see if I missed anybody else. There's Martin's Treasure Hunting. There's Looterate. Welcome, Looterate. Okay. I think I'm okay right now. All right. Decorating Christmas trees for many was by homemade decorations. Strands of popcorn and cranberries or nuts, hand-sewn ornaments, bird feathers, beads, fruit, oranges with cloves, as well as cotton dipped in gum and glitter in the South. Okay. Soon the decorations and ornaments became a big business. The exquisite hand-blown ornaments, German glass ornaments, were imported into America with their gay, bright, shiny colors and shapes. In Europe, many groups of people left to avoid religious persecution. Many faiths have come to America to avoid this persecution. My mother's family members from 1629 to 1870, one by one, made the crossing from Europe to America to avoid religious persecution. Okay? My in laws fled Europe for the Netherlands and then to America to practice their Lutheran faith. I have Protestants, Catholics, Lutherans, Baptists, Methodists, and African American cultures in my family. Okay? And I have Hebrew friends, Jewish friends. Okay? That's why the USA is considered the melting pot of the world. All of these faith religions have holy scriptures. They are essentially Bibles in different languages, but telling God's story. For instance, the First Testament is the story of the Jews. The Second Testament begins at the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay? And then for my Jewish friends, the Tanakh, I think is how we pronounce it, are Hebrew sacred scriptures. Any of our holy scriptures has been corrupted at one time or another by bad actors. Okay? All of these holy scriptures have stories of miracles in them. They are essentially Bibles in different languages of the same story. Okay? Hi, Grandma Kelly. Let's see if I missed anybody else. I want to touch on this because somebody else I want you to pray for are people in war-torn countries. Okay? Hanukkah is the story of such a miracle. Okay? The word Hanukkah means dedication. Okay? Now, the Maccabees revolted against King Antiochus for religious freedoms. When the Jews won back Jerusalem, they found the Temple of Solomon destroyed. Okay? The Temple of Solomon is mentioned in all these different cultures' scriptures. Okay? When rebuilding and cleaning the temple, they went to light the menorah, which is a 7-branched candelabrum. Okay? But found only 1 pot of oil that was good for about a day's worth, for 1 day to be able to light the temple. Miraculously, it lasted 8 days, giving them enough time to purify more oil for the temple. So please keep these families in war-torn countries in your thoughts and prayers. These are families just like yours and mine, trying to raise their children and build a good life. The only difference is they are caught in a war and they're not safe. This has nothing to do with politics, but it has everything to do with humanity. Okay? All right, let's get back to Christmas trees. Let's see. Mrs. Can Do, welcome. Welcome back. Mandy's Candy, welcome. We got 15 in the house. I might have lost some people talking about that, but I have to share. I need to share. So, okay. Does anybody remember the Evergleam Christmas trees? Okay. They were aluminum Christmas tinsel trees made by the Aluminum Specialty Company, who turned a craze into over 1 million trees sold. Okay. My mother had one such tree, and then she had blown glass, blue glass ornaments on it. She was into blue for Christmas. Okay. And that it was a truly magical Christmas tree. I mean, I was a little girl when she had that. Let's see. What year were the first artificial Christmas trees invented? Anybody want to take a guess? Don't be shy. Okay, I will tell you. In 1880, goose feather trees were made in Germany. That was the first artificial tree in 1880. Okay. In the 1930s, trees made from brush bristles began to flood the market. Okay. The 1950 to 60s, we saw aluminum and plastic trees sold to the masses. Okay. When did flocked Christmas trees make their appearance? Does anybody want to make a guess on that one? Do you think it was the 1800s or the 1900s? Flocked Christmas trees. Hi, Digologist. Going to be giving away one of your stickers tonight. Okay, 1800s, they were found in Germany, but in America, they became available in the mid 1900s. So the earlier ones outside of the United States were sometime in the 1800s. That was my least favorite style of Christmas tree because they made a mess. Okay. The flocking would shed, and it just made a mess. For many, the Christmas tree symbolizes Jesus Christ's birth and resurrection. Okay. How many of you cut your own fresh tree or buy a fresh tree for Christmas? Anybody want to share? Treasure Charger says Grandma and Grandpa had an aluminum tree with bubble lights. Oh, yeah, I forgot about those. Bubble lights, yep. Bill says he does. Bill says he does. So he prefers a fresh tree. Cynthia says my mom and dad always had fresh trees. Anybody else? Okay, let's see. How many of you prefer an artificial tree? I love the smell of a fresh tree, but I don't like when it starts to shed. Hi, Kane. Kane beeping in my house. Hi, Kane. Thank you for coming. Degalicious. It's only once a year. Why not have a real tree? Exactly, John. I always wanted to have a real tree when I had my flower shop, but the village had a rule against having fresh trees in your business. You were not allowed to have a fresh tree in the business because of fire hazard. Mrs. Candu says our artificial tree looked really close to real. Cynthia says fake trees for me. Kane says fresh tree is too dangerous. Okay, let's see. When do you put up your Christmas tree? And when do you take it down? Do you put your Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving? Do you take your Christmas tree down before the New Year or after the New Year? Mrs. Candu says after. Bonnie says, I live with the Grinch, no decorations. Oh no, Bonnie. Cynthia, metal December and on January 1st. Bill says, we have lots of cats. They get destroyed, so no fake ones. Okay. Lisa says, I have a Charlie Brown tree. It's only me here. Okay. Kane says, the day after Thanksgiving and the day after Christmas. Very cool. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your preferences. Does anybody decorate their home outside? Okay. Mrs. Candu, no. Kane, some. Whispers from the dirt, Bonnie has a tear. So that's no. Bill Paparoos, yes. Oops, gotta go turn on lights. Be right back. Okay. Cynthia Swearingen, I don't do outdoors. Electric is too expensive. Okay. I put up one thing of decoration on my porch and I put a Advent wreath on my door. Okay. Okay, number 4. The first Christmas tree dates back to 16th century Germany, so that's 1500s, with ties to the Garden of Eden. Benjamin Harrison began the White House tree tradition in 1889. Okay. Let's see. That's 4. I gotta find 5. So I started to rewrite everything, and then I said, no, I'm not rewriting all this. So I just put numbers next to anything. Okay. I don't see 6. Okay. The history of the Advent wreath. Okay. The first ones were used by Lutherans in Germany and made from a cartwheel. to teach children about Christmas and to count its approach. You know, how many days till Christmas. That was the very first Advent wreath. Mistletoe tradition dates back to the Druids, okay, who believed the plant brought good luck and protection against evil spirits. The Norse culture believed the plant was a sign of love and peace. The story goes back to the goddess Frigg, who lost her son, the god Balder, to an arrow made of mistletoe. After his death, she vowed that mistletoe would kiss anyone who passed beneath it, as long as it was never used as a weapon again. Hence, kisses under the mistletoe. Hi, Patty Disharoon. Patty says, our house used to be the brightest house on the block, but everyone is gone now. So sad. Okay. Team Lynch. Beach metal detector is in my house. Tim and Kathy. Okay. Does anybody know how far back candy canes date? I'm going to give you a choice. 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, 1900s. Choose between the 1500s and the 1900s. And the first one to get it right will win a token. Okay? Treasure Charger says 1600s. Let's see, is he the first one? Yep. Treasure Charger, you are correct. You were the first one. Candy canes originated in a time that dates back to 1670 in Cologne, Germany, when a choir master handed out sugar sticks to keep his young singers quiet during a holiday ceremony. In honor of the occasion, he bent the candy canes into shepherd's hooks. That's what it dates back to. Okay, that's 9. Okay. Let me wet my whistle. Okay. Does anybody know when the first Christmas card showed up in the world? Who made the first Christmas card? Who sent the first Christmas card? Let's see. I got to scroll back here. And it was Treasure Charger. And Treasure Charger, you have won an aluminum, I think it's aluminum, Michigan, States of the Union, Michigan and Ohio. One side says Michigan and one says Ohio. It's a States of the Union token. So that's what you won, Treasure Charger. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So does anybody know, was it 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, or 1900s when the first Christmas card was made and sent? Up, Mike. No going to Google. Mike Lackerman. 1843 was the first Christmas card. Correct. Can anybody besides Mike tell me who sent that? And what country? Okay, Mike. It was Queen Victoria and Sir Henry Cole. Okay. So, Mike, you have won a good for one fare token on the United Electric Railways Company. Okay, Mike? So, everybody that's winning these tokens, please. Cynthia, can you put my email address? You need to contact me with your email or with your mailing address, your full name and your mailing address for me to mail these out. Okay. Let's see. The first Christmas card in America was created by a Prussian immigrant who had a print shop in Boston. Okay. It was created in 1875 and it was very different than the card created 30 years earlier in England. It was a picture of a flower with Merry Christmas on it, a postcard. Okay. So the original Christmas cards were postcard like. Okay. Because postcards, you could send a postcard for, I think, a penny to 3 cents. I think that's, as time went on, it went up to 3 cents. And that. So the modern Christmas card industry began in the 1800s or the 1900s. Oh no, Patty. Patty Disharoon, you are correct. She was the first one. And Patty, you have won a presidential token of, let's see, Andrew W. Johnson. Very cool. Congratulations. Okay. I can't remember. Yeah. Cynthia, thank you for putting my email address in there. If you win a token tonight, please email me your address. I will not hunt you down. Okay. It's up to you to email me with your full name and your mailing address. Okay. I will mail these anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter. Let's see. So the modern Christmas card industry began about 1915 when Joyce Hall, a Kansas City printer, and his brothers, Raleigh and William Hall, began printing postcards. Okay. But transitioned to a 4 by 6 inch card that was folded once and inserted into an envelope. They discovered people didn't have enough room to write their messages on a postcard. The Hall brothers, hence Hallmark, that's how the name, it went from Hall brothers to Hallmark. Okay. The Hallmark we know and love today. Christmas trees used to be lit by candlelight, which was dangerous and caused fires. Okay. What year were the first strand of electric lights for Christmas trees invented? Does anybody know? Was it 1700s, 1800s, or 1900s? Can anybody guess? Cynthia says 1930. Mark says 1912. Patty says 1900. Team Lynch says 1902. Cindy Murphy says 1882. You are correct, Cindy. So, Cindy, you have won, what is this? A laundry token, a $1 laundry token. Okay? In 1882, Thomas Alva Edison's friend Edward H. Johnson invented the first strand of electric lights for a Christmas tree. He chose red, white, and blue lights. Okay? The country did not trust electric lights, so in 1895, President Grover Cleveland asked for the White House Christmas tree to be illuminated with mixed colors of electric lights before the country started trusting electric lights over candlelit trees. In 1903, General Electric began offering pre-assembled kits of strands of Christmas lights for a more affordable price to appeal to the masses. Okay, so that's 10. Okay, that one's done. Okay. What time is it? 6:16. We're still okay. All right. 11. Okay. St. Nicholas made his debut into the American culture in 1773 and 1774, believe it or not, when a New York newspaper reported that groups of Dutch gathered to honor the anniversary of his death on December 6th. Okay. In 1804, John Printard gifted wood engravings of St. Nicholas that included stockings filled with toys and fruit to the members of the New York Historical Society. In 1809, Washington Irving promoted St. Nicholas by including the patron saint in his book, The History of New York. Okay. Shopping mall Santas began to show up in businesses after stores began to advertise Christmas shopping in 1820, and by 1840, there were separate sections in newspapers specifically geared towards Christmas gifts for children. In 1841, thousands of children visited a lifelike Santa Claus in, I think it was Philadelphia. Can anybody tell me how many years children have been writing letters to Santa Claus? Hi, Mud Swat. Welcome back. Scrolling back to see if I've missed anybody. If I've missed you in the house, I'm not feeling 100% today. Okay? Okay, how many years have children been sending letters to Santa Claus? You got a choice. 50 years, 100 years, 150 years, or 200 years? Bill says 125. Degalogist says 140. Mudswat says 200 years. Cindy Murphy says 125. Bill is correct for approximately 150 years. And we need to draw another token. Okay, what do we got? Let me try to find, what is this? Try to read it here. Voyagers Clearwater Travel Plaza. I-94 and Highway 24, Clearwater. I'm guessing it's a video game place, but I don't know. I'm assuming Clearwater, Florida, but I don't know for sure. So, Bill, that's the token that you won for your answer. Okay? All right. Let's see. These letters can be so interesting and sometimes share a bit of history and a child's life emotionally at that time. Surprisingly, the way adults choose to enable dreams to come true. Some books to check out at your local library are Letters to Santa, which include letters from 1930 to present that were sent to the Santa Claus Museum in Santa Claus, Indiana. And Dear Santa, letters from 1870 to 1920. You can check these books out at your local library. Okay. The first picture of St. Nick was commissioned by the New York State Historical Society in 1810. Okay. He was dressed in a minister church-like garb with a switch next to a crying child. Weird. Okay. The earliest picture book shows him leaving a birch switch in a child's stocking with a note to the parents. So he was not, at first, he was not portrayed as the jolly Saint Nick that we all know and love. Okay. Let's see. That was 12. Okay. Put that up there. Okay. Children, how can I explain this? At the beginning, children weren't writing the letters. It was parents writing the letters as if they were, parents were providing letters received from Santa Claus, okay, to the children, okay. In 1850, Henry Longfellow's wife, Fanny, provided to her children letters about their behavior over the year and how they could improve it. You have picked up some naughty words, which I hope you will throw away as you would sour or bitter fruit. Santa explained in an 1853 letter. Return address, Chimney Corner. The parents left his letters by the fireplace. Okay. The first life-size Santa Claus model was in the 1890s. The Salvation Army needed money to pay for the free Christmas meals they provided to families in need. They began dressing up unemployed men in Santa Claus suits and sent them to the streets of New York to obtain donations from the masses. Okay. In 1947, the most iconic Santa Claus is from the movie Miracle on 34th Street. Edmund Gwynn won an Oscar for the role he played of Kris Kringle. Who was the little girl in that movie? Who was the actress that played the little girl in the movie Miracle on 34th Street? Can anybody tell me? Hi, PA Relic Hunters. Anybody know the actress's name that played the little girl in the movie Miracle on 34th Street? Don't see any answers. It was none other than Natalie Wood. Okay. It was remade in 1994. The main actors were Lord Richard Attenborough and Mara Wilson in the remake. The most well-known Santa Claus is found where? Anybody tell me where the most well-known Santa Claus is found? Hi, Randy. Thank you for coming. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which dates back to 1924. What are your favorite Christmas shows and movies? Can anybody tell me their favorite Christmas shows and movies? Patty Dishroon says North Pole. Oh, I hear a woofing doggy. Cynthia Swearingen says Rudolph. Bill Paparoo says A Christmas Story. Anybody else? The movie Scrooged from the 1980s to 90s is Mudswat. Mudswat. Jimmy Cloak, Home Alone. Patty Disharoon, Rudolph. Metal Detecting Randy says Here Comes Santa. Team Lynch says March of the Wooden Soldiers. Okay. Then there's White Christmas, the movie White Christmas, Elf, Polar Express, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, A Christmas Carol, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Home Alone, Beethoven. Let's see. And one of my favorite, I don't know if it's so much Christmas, but my favorite winter movies was called Snow Day. And, of course, the Santa Claus. Okay. Soon children left their replies in their stockings. You know, they were finding letters from Santa by the fireplace. So then they started writing to Santa Claus and putting it in their stockings, okay? During the Civil War, mailmen hand-delivered to urban centers. Americans delighted in mail arriving at your own front door as a treat. Postal workers took a fancy to their newfound appreciation when the Chicago Tribune took note of the change to home delivery, portraying them as a genuine Santa Claus visiting homes on his beat. Okay? Children saw the postman as a direct link to Santa Claus. In 1871, Harper's Weekly magazine covered their front covers had artwork depicting sorting letters from good children's parents and naughty children's parents, as well as Santa living at the North Pole in an 1866 cover. Santa Clausville, North Pole, as his address. The U.S. Postal Service became the conduit to Santa Claus, which was the letter writing to Santa Claus was a pure American tradition. Okay? So there's that. And I managed to get the first half done, and it's almost 6:30. Okay. All right. So those of you that won tokens, hi Luterate, if I didn't say hi already. I'm seeing if I missed anybody else. Hi Rich and David, PA Relic Hunters. Okay. So we're going to do our humongous sticker pack giveaway. I will mail these anywhere in the world, okay? If you didn't win in the last couple of weeks, you are eligible to enter, okay? So put in the chat, what did I choose? Now I have to check it. Hashtag traditions, okay? Let me put in here. Hashtag TRADITIONS. All in small case. Okay. I haven't been feeling well because I started 3 days ago. I quit smoking. And I've had this butt kicker headache that doesn't want to go away. So bear with me. I have no idea who I gave stickers away to last week. I have no clue. So normally I try to give away different ones every week, but there's no guarantee. Okay. So this week we're giving away Crazy Bout of Mercury. Okay. Digologist. Metal Detector Italia. Okay. Team Lynch, the beach is our sandbox. Practical Ken, another Michigander. Ohio Metal Maven. Warriortown Relic Recovery. Clark's Cove Detecting. PA Relic Hunters, who's in the chat, and I'm almost out of your stickers, dude. Papa Roos, what's in the dirt? Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. JHH Share the Love Stream. The Ultimate Finds Box. My lime colored neon green finds box is the Ultimate Finds Box. And Sherry Ward, another Michigander who is a coin collector. So those are the stickers. I don't know how many there are, but if you want a chance to win this humongous sticker pack, please put hashtag traditions in the chat. Okay? So now I'm going to present, share screen, giveaway tool. We're going to share that. Okay. So we're going to choose this live stream. Okay. Christmas past, present, and future. Traditions, all in small case letters. Okay. Let's see how many we got so far. Start collecting comments. We have 11. There's 19 in the house. Okay. Don't be shy. I will mail these anywhere in the world. Okay. Okay, you got 5 seconds to put in hashtag traditions for a chance to win a sticker pack and add to your sticker collection. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. 12 out of 19. It's got me in there. It's Metal Detecting with Randy. Yay! Who I have met in person and detected with. Congratulations, Randy. Woohoo! Congratulations. Rip Code, welcome. Welcome to Digging with Deej. Okay. So now we're going to stop sharing this and go back to this. There we go. We have somebody new in our house, Rip Code. Thank you for checking out Digging with Deej, treasure hunting live stream. We do history, we do treasure hunting. We support each other in the YouTube community. So congratulations, Randy. I think I already double checked with you before. Did you get your Christmas card yet? I'm trying to watch. Okay, you have a new address? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I might have sent your Christmas card to an old address then? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Very cool. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Patty. Everybody, Cynthia, will you put my email address back in the chat? If you won a token, please email me your full name and your mailing address, okay? So, Randy won the sticker, the humongous sticker pack giveaway. Okay, so next in line is, let's see, Jersey History Hunter. Share the love stream, and it's the month of giving with Audra and Bobby are your hosts. That's at 7 o'clock. Flash in Your Pan is on at 8 o'clock. And his special guest tonight is Rookie Gold Prospector. So that should be an interesting stream. Then Bill Papa Rouse, What's in the Dirt, is live at 9 p.m. He's in the chat. Treasure hunting live stream. Okay. Let's see. On Mondays, we have Treasure Vortex. Monday nights, I watch Treasure Vortex. Normally, I don't think they had a stream last night, though. I couldn't find a stream. But I normally watch them for a little bit. I did watch Dirt Clod Metal Detecting Patty. We Dig It Gene. Rob's Plug Riches. I did manage to watch those while I was trying to wrap gifts. Okay. On Wednesdays, we have Underground Buddha at 7 p.m. And his co-host is Richie, Madison, Maine. And that on Thursday, when they can, Dawn and Shelley, Can You Dig It? If they have a stream, it'll be at 7 o'clock. It depends on their schedules. At 8 o'clock on Thursday is Mark the Berg Hunter and a collaboration live stream with Martin's Treasure Hunting called The Dream Stream. And that is an adult stream. It's not for kids. Okay? If you are easily offended, do not attend. Okay? Then Friday, I have my premiere, and this Friday will be my second hunt at the home site of Tragedy Field, but behind the home site. And I have, a crazy day of detecting, you guys. I never dreamed of ever finding what I found on the hunt that will premiere this Friday. Okay? So my premiere this Friday is at 6 p.m. It's a metal detecting video. And then Mike, Malliman24, he usually premieres his video between 7 and 7:30. I'm not sure. What is that about? Michael Farley, welcome to Digging with Deej. Mudswat, do you know what happens when you're offended? Nothing. You're just offended and that's it. I thought I said hi to you, Mudswat. Okay. On Saturday, many of my friends from England either go live or have premieres of their videos. There's Dirt Diggers UK. There's Dark Knight Detectorist. There's Roseanne, Can You Dig It? There's The American Metal Detecting. So if you want to see some different coins, they've got some very much older coins than we can dig here in the States, and beautiful country to see. And I think there's a bunch of them. I try to leave Saturdays open as long as I'm not out digging to watch my England friends dig. Okay, on Sunday, I believe Park Rat Pat has his live stream at 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that, when he does stream. I know he was out of town for a bit, but I think he's back. Then at, I think it's 9 o'clock, is Rob FL Thunder. And if Liz is live streaming, somebody said they didn't think she was live streaming anymore. She was live streaming at 10 o'clock, okay, on Sundays. So I don't know if she's still streaming or not, okay. Then, let's see, we're talking Sunday. Then after Rob FL Thunder is Marlon Mayor Video streams like at 11:30, I think, something like that. And that now at 5 5:45, I think it is, or 5:50. It's an odd time when Charlie Reiser feels well enough to. He streams Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium. He and Sandy have a live stream, and it's a lot of fun. But he has been ill lately, so keep him and Sandy in your thoughts and prayers. And that. And I think that's everybody. So, I will probably be late coming in Audra's stream because boyfriend, tonight is Coney night at A&W, and our A&W in the next town over is staying open through the winter. This is the first time that's ever happened. So I'll be eating dinner and then I'll pop in. I don't know how the headache is starting to go away. But no guarantees that I will show up at the other streams that I just promoted because I'm under the weather tonight. For those of you that don't know, I'm trying to quit smoking. So, anyhow, and I'm not feeling so good. So thank you everybody for coming. I'll see you next Tuesday for part 2 of Christmas traditions. Excuse me. So see you over at Audra's. Thank you everybody for coming. And please email me with your mailing address if you want a token or stickers. Bye, everybody. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you to everybody.